You guys, we are going to settle something once and for all. Picture it. Sunday night tradition. So Sunday night tradition was when I would go to Disneyland alone every Sunday night, every week, just to watch Fantasmic and then come home. Now, I did throw in a ride or two afterward, to flesh out the night, but I had a whole system. I would leave LA around 8. I would take my big giant blue blanket named Sherbet, who has provided warm, comfortable seating for Fantasmic throughout the decades, and get to Disneyland around 9. First Fantasmic performance starts around 9. I had a patent pending, approved, patented status formula of getting front row dead center Fantasmic seats. And then I would lay the blanket out there. It's the ninth post from the center speaker is where dead center is. And I put the blanket there. You can lay down, put your feet up, go get a Diet Coke, a clam chowder bread bowl, and a chocolate chip cookie. Keep a lay of the land, watch some stuff, watch some kids falling down on YouTube. And then when the show's about to start, the good people around you get rewarded with front row plush comfortable seating for the best show man's ever made. So this one night there was a couple with a kid. They were sitting behind me and I knew the kid was being blocked by me. So I was like, I can move over, come join. The kid can go like that so they don't get misted from the water effects. And there was another guy who'd never been to Disneyland and drove from Oakland up in the Bay Area to come and never seen Fantasmic. So it's pretty exciting for all these first timers. I was like, there's a dragon, fucking flyer flies out of its mouth. I miss my dragon, because it burned down. Because I loved it, and anything that Scott loves, get rid of it. Scott loves the fire-breathing dragon? Not anymore. Scott loves the country fried steak with black pepper gravy from Chili's? No, he doesn't. So the show ends, everyone's excited and traded Facebook profiles and things. And the guy goes, yeah, you're so lucky to come here all the time. It was so fun. And I said, when are you going back? And he goes, tonight. I said, you're going back to Oakland tonight? And I said, you got to get some more out of today's visit. Is there any ride you want to go on? I had a kind of a fast pass cheating system in play at the time. And so he's like, oh, are you serious? I would love to go on Space Mountain again. And so I'm like, let's go to Space Mountain it is. So we go to Space Mountain. Yeah, Space Mountain. And then we walk back to the hub, right, where the exit is. And we're by the castle. Matterhorn's there. And you can see Alice in Wonderland down that way. And he's like, is that Alice in Wonderland? I've never been on that. I'm like, well, there's going to be no line. It's late. So go to Alice in Wonderland. There's no line. So it's just us, in the little caterpillar buggy. And we go through the ride. And then, Queen of Hearts is off with her head. And we get off the ride and back to the exit of the park, by the castle. And he's standing there. And I'm like, well, have a safe trip. I hope you had a great time, And he's standing there. And I was like, oh, maybe he wants a picture. It's a famous picture spot, right? So I'm like, do you want me to take a picture? I'm reaching for his phone. And he puts his hand like that. And he goes, no, I want a kiss. And I turned around to see if there was someone behind me he was speaking to, and there wasn't. It was a wall. So I knew he was talking to me, but I was confused. And I was like, sorry. He's like, in front of the castle. It's like everyone's dream to give a kiss in front of the castle. I'm like, not my fucking dream. I dream of country fried steak with black pepper gravy from Chili's. And he goes, well, what was this whole thing then? I'm like, what whole thing? He's like, oh, sit on my blanket. Oh my God, lots of people have sat on that blanket. No kisses. Oh, I can get you on any ride you want because I'm nice. So I'm standing there and I was like, well, okay. And he goes, you shouldn't lead people on like that. And walked away. And we parted different ways down Main Street. I drive home back to LA. I get in my car and that was the weirdest fucking thing ever. And I go to my computer. I sit at my desk. I look at Facebook. There's a message in my... This is what was in my inbox, Facebook, okay? I've never met this person until that night. Everything that took place. And this was in my inbox Facebook, and I was horrified. I remember Adam was in the living room too at that point. And I don't know if they could hear this, but I was like, what? We're going to watch it together.
The ship, it swayed, heave-ho, on the dark and stormy blue. And I held tight to the captain's might as he pulled up his trews. You haven't slept, heave-ho, he said, in many suns and moons. Oh, I will sleep when we reach shore, and pray we get there soon. He said, now hush, love, here's your gown. There's the bed, lanterns down. But I don't want to go to sleep. In all my dreams I drown. The captain howled heave-ho, and tied me up with sheets. A storm is brewing in the south. It's time you go to sleep. His berth it rocked, heave-ho, the ocean gnashed and moaned. Like Jonah will be swallowed whole, and spat back teeth and bones. He said, now hush, love, here's your gown. There's the bed, lanterns down. But I don't want to go to sleep. In all my dreams I drown. Captain, captain, I will do your chores. I will warm your cot at night and mop your cabin floors. Scold me, hold me, I'll be yours to keep. The only thing I beg of you, don't make me go to sleep. The sky it flashed, heave-ho, his billow dulled the brink. The curtains ran between my legs as we began to sink. I closed my eyes, heave-ho, as the ship was rent and fell. Eddies in the water headed to the mouth of hell. Hush now, hush, love, here's your gown. There's the bed, lanterns down. I'm begging you, please wake me up. In all my dreams
So the question is, did I leave him on? Because I don't think I did. Fucking somebody back me up for once. Come on. Yeah, that popped in my head last night. I'm like, is that name real? Because that was in 2012, and poof, you have a weird memory for details. Anyway, so I'm gonna go get my blanket and go back to Disneyland and get some ass. I'm the ass hunter. I go to the ass hunting place, Disneyland.